IOME, we do quite a variety of things, but mainly we look forward into skills transfer programs. We look forward to youth productive engagement. We look forward to entrepreneurship. We look forward to also preserving the local artifact and cultures that these youth can now embrace and preserve. And also, most importantly, we give access to digital infrastructure with these latest technologies such as laser, 3D printing, CNC machining, that these youth can be integrating themselves with the current digital changes of the world. Several innovations that we have undertaken, but most importantly, I usually tell my students that the digital tools, they are just tools. It's for them to think around the innovations around those tools to be able to drive change. We have CNC milling, which simply it's a digital fabrication technologies that help us to do subtractive manufacturing. We have 3D printing, which is an additive manufacturing, which simply turns plastic filaments into different products that you want. We have laser engraving, which sort of like etch onto your materials to do branding onto your products. And we do have also plastic initiatives, plastic machineries that can turn waste from trash into becoming cash. So there are quite a lot of activities that we do. Apart from the tech, we also focus on non-tech related activities. Some of them include upcycling, recycling, DIYs, and more of hands-on prototyping that we enhance onto the youth for them to be able to see opportunities at the end. We also focus on blue economy aspect, whereby we also mentor youth around projects that can add value from the local resources that they have. With technology, it's more about embracing it. And with technology, is knowing how to innovate about it. So with IOME, we have been able to nurture youth around prototyping and utilizing this technology. Let's take an example of CNC milling. It's more about wood carving and also metalwork. But with the wood carving, like Lamu is mostly known with the wood carving aspect. Traditionally, it has been with the old tools, whereby the carpenters used to pick the chisels and the hammer, they get to wood carve on the wood till they achieve the intricate patterns that they need to achieve. But with that, it's not fully embraced with the current youth. They see that art as a way of wasting their time, as a way of them not feeling digitalized. So through the IOME, through the CNC technology, we are more of like preserving the culture, but also at the same time, integrating these youth in embracing the culture and cutting out different innovative products that they can. Let's take an example of a Lamu door. Usually, it will take almost about 3 to 6 months, a typical one Lamu door to be carved by hand. But if these youth come in and have these digital designs, already put them in the computer with the CNC technology under 1 week, it can be able to enhance that door. So for that, it will increase them in production, it will increase them preserving the culture, and it will make even the youth now to embrace digital marketing aspect and think of the wider market, rather than just focusing on Lamu, but reach out to a larger audience. And through the technologies, they can be able to integrate themselves and feel economically empowered and reach a wider market. Our students, when they come into the lab, through the different programs that we have, they are able to be nurtured till to a point that they can establish their own startups. So there are several models that we have been employing, and these models work differently. So for example, these students come in, get the knowledge. After getting the knowledge, we award them the certificate. But that doesn't stop there. Sometimes we get to link them up to external job opportunities. Like this kind of technology is currently in the demand and in the market. So most of our students who actually graduate, even some of them haven't yet graduated, but they get linkages from companies in Nairobi. We have actually several of the students that we have graduated and are currently employed. Some of them more being females than males. Why? Because with the technology, it doesn't require any manual or hard work. It's just a matter of digitalizing, taking it to the machine, and the machine does the job. So through the training, they are able to learn and see that it's not something difficult. And that's why even we are having more females embracing the program. And they are also linked up to the external job opportunities in the different companies that are in Nairobi. But apart from that, for those students who haven't yet got job opportunity, because the idea is not to make them to depend on employment, but how can they self-employ themselves? So throughout the program, we nurture them that they can develop their own products. And these products that they make, they are able to sell out in the community. But one advantage we have with the machine, they don't have to do the actual product. They can make what we call prototypes. They test out with the community and the demand that they need. And then when this client feels that he needs or she needs this kind of product, this youth name comes back to the lab. So this facility is more of like their factory and our factory. So simply it's a shared space that these youth get to own these machines, though they are not theirs, but they get to come in to the lab, use the machines, fabricate the product that the client needs, later gets back to sell to the community and pays a small fee to able to sustain the machine and see the entrepreneurship aspect from their end. The impact is quite huge. We are having a lot of youth benefiting from the different programs that we have. We have youth that some of them were really astray and they came in through the lab. And one good thing about us, we don't look at your background. We don't care about what educational level you reach, because with innovation, it's not about educational level, it's not about age, it's more about what ideas do you have and feel like bringing them to reality. So we have really impacted quite a lot of youth whereby they have these best ideas, but they don't know where to go. So we give them that safe haven whereby they can come, actualize the ideas into becoming real projects that they can start. My advice to my fellow youth, we are all born with different ideas. We are very good in terms of coming up with new solutions to the challenges that we see in. The question is, how can we monetize these challenges into becoming opportunities? And my advice to fellow youth, there are so many challenges that are in our community. Let's not expect all of us to be employed. Rather than we can look for employment opportunities that we can give to ourselves.
I came to study coding and programming, but I've also gained so many skills like the CNC milling, operating the modeler, cutting stickers with the vinyl cutter, the shaper, and we also have the 3D printing machine and plastic recycling.